Friends, on the screen, you are seeing a humongous word, and it is called anthropomorphism. Anthropomorphism. What in the world does that mean, Miss Johnson? And why is that word so incredibly big? This word is a literary technique that lots of authors and poets use to make your reading more exciting. What anthropomorphism is when human characteristics are given to non-human things. In the case of our story, those human characteristics are given to animals in the rainforest. Let's look at this first picture. This is the cover of the book Anansi and the Moss-Covered Rock by Eric Kimmel and illustrated by Janet Stevens. So let's look at that hippo. Does that hippo look like the hippos we see in the jungle or in the rainforest or even in the zoo? Not really. Some of the characteristics are the same, but what the author and the artist did is they made this hippo look like a human. That's called anthropomorphism. So let's look at some of the things that the author and artist did. The question is, how did the author and illustrate create these characters to seem like they are human? Well, we can look at him, and he is standing up on two legs. We know that hippos don't really do that, but a human stands on two legs, and so is the hippo. Also, he's leaning over to look at that moss-covered rock. And guess what else? He's very curious. He wants to know, hmm, isn't this a strange moss-covered rock? Kabam! And he's also carrying a conversation on with his good friend, Anansi. That is anthropomorphism. Let's look at another example. This is a picture from our story with Lion. And Lion is sitting in a rocking chair. He has gathered his yams and put them on his front porch. He's having a conversation with Anansi. That is anthropomorphism. What about this picture? How do you think the author and illustrate create the characters to seem like they are human? Yes, this was the one where a Nazi was stamping his legs, very, very angry. You know what it is. Say it, say it. It's a strange moss-covered rock. Come. So that's a Nazi, and he has character traits that seem like a human. And one of the things we learned about a Nazi that is anthropomorphic is that he is a trickster. He is cunning. He is deceptive and deceitful. And here we go again. There's sweet little bush deer, and she's showing her anthropomorphism by crawling up there in the tree on her hind legs, and with her hands, she is picking those juicy coconuts that have that sweet coconut milk so that she can go back and trick Anansi. In this lesson, you are going to be able to notice some character traits, both in their actions and in their traits and in their emotions that show anthropomorphism. You will also work on a worksheet where you take one of the characters. You can even draw that character and you will show the many human characteristics that some of the characters have. And there's good old elephant. I wonder if you can tell me how he is anthropomorphic. Hope you've had fun learning this big new word. Thanks for listening. Anthropomorphic. Wow.